If you could have heard the way they talked about you, it would have hit you right in the chest, not in a bad way, but the kind that makes your eyes sting a little. Archangel Michael steps in gently and says, "Beloved, something happened very recently that flipped the script on how they see you. This wasn't random. This wasn't luck. This was arranged. Their friends, the same ones who used to side-eye you, the ones who once questioned your worth, saw your picture, and for the first time ever, dead silence. No jokes, no slick comments, just stunned faces. One of them even muttered, 'Wait, is this person even real?' Michael leans closer, voice low but urgent. 'Pay attention. What came next matters. Your name came up in a room you weren't in, but heaven absolutely was. Your photo got passed around like something fragile, almost holy. Some people laughed awkwardly, like they didn't know what to do with the feeling. Others just stared, completely frozen. Then someone said it, the line that shifted everything. 'Look at their eyes,' they said. 'That's not just a look. That's someone who's been through hell and still shines.' Yeah, they noticed your eyes, and they didn't just see beauty. They saw depth. They saw survival. They saw truth. And the one who loves you most, they didn't jump in to defend you. They didn't need to. They just smiled, because finally, everyone else was seeing what they'd known all along." Michael whispers, "This wasn't coincidence. Heaven set this up to wake them up. And before you brush this off, stop scrolling. For real. If your heart's beating a little faster right now, it's because your soul recognizes this. This message has been circling you for days. You didn't find it by accident. Now listen. They didn't just say you looked good. They went deeper than that. One friend said, 'This person has an energy I can't explain, like they've been through fire and chose to come back glowing.' Another compared you to light, to hope, to someone who doesn't just survive, but changes people just by existing." Michael says, "When they saw your picture, it wasn't attraction. It was recognition. Something ancient inside them stirred. Their soul remembered yours, and that scared them in the best way possible. Can you feel that pull in your chest right now? That's not anxiety. That's your angel trying to get your attention, because there's more. Someone in that group, someone you don't even know, said something reckless. If you don't tell them soon, someone else will." That one sentence lit a fire. Not panic, urgency. Michael says that moment pushed them into a decision that's about to ripple straight into your life. You thought their silence meant they forgot you? Nah. They were quiet because they couldn't find words big enough for what they felt. But after last night, that silence cracked. Because when a friend said, "You'd be crazy to lose someone like that," it hit harder than any sign they'd ever prayed for. That was their confirmation. Michael wants you to hear this clearly. You were never just a crush. You were a lesson, a wake-up call, a divine interruption wrapped in human skin. And now, they're awake. But here's the thing. You don't have much time to sit on this, because what was triggered last night is building fast, and they're about to make a move that's bold, emotional, and life-shifting. Michael says your story is about to turn a page, but only if you stay with this, because what they whispered after everyone left, even the angels leaned in to hear. After their friends finally cleared out, everything went quiet. Not the awkward kind of quiet, the heavy kind, the kind that presses on your chest. Archangel Michael says, "Beloved, they weren't confused. They were overwhelmed. They sat there alone, staring at your picture long after the conversation ended. No distractions, no noise, just them and you. They zoomed in, paused, smiled without realizing it, and then they whispered something so soft even heaven leaned closer. I can't lose them again. Michael says those words weren't dramatic. They were real. And yes, they cried, not because they were sad, but because the truth finally caught up with them. Every moment they ignored their intuition, every message they almost sent, every time pride shut their heart down, it all came rushing back at once. Heaven didn't nudge them this time. It pushed. Michael was sent not just to guard them, but to wake them up. And you, beloved, are the reason their life is about to flip upside down. You've been thinking about them a lot lately, haven't you? Wondering if they moved on, wondering if you still crossed their mind. Michael says it's deeper than thoughts. They've been feeling you, late at night, random moments, at 2:14 a.m., at 11:33 p.m. Every time they try to let go, your energy hits them like lightning out of nowhere. And do you know what finally broke them? Your smile. One of their friends said that smile could heal people, and they couldn't argue, because it's true. That smile has carried them through nights no one knows about, nights when they felt lost, empty, unsure of themselves. Michael says, your smile moves realms. That's why things are shifting behind the scenes right now. Mountains are moving, even if you can't see it yet. But listen closely, because there's a twist. Someone in that friend group, they're not happy. They smiled at your picture, but inside, they were calculating. They want what you have, and they're planning to step in. Michael warns this gently, not to scare you, but to protect you. This isn't just about romance. It's about alignment, about your soul path. God placed you in their life for restoration, not convenience. When your photo was passed around, it triggered memories that go way deeper than this lifetime. Your souls recognize each other. That's why one friend said the most shocking line of the night. They don't just look good together. They look destined. That hit different. Your person tried to act unbothered, but when your name came up, their voice softened. They couldn't hide it. Love like that doesn't stay quiet. It leaks out. Michael says this next part might sting before it heals. They almost messaged you yesterday. Typed it out. Read it twice. Thumb hovering over send. Then someone said, what if they don't feel the same anymore? And just like that, they froze. Now they regret it. Every second. But you didn't freeze. You opened this. That means you're ready. And heaven doesn't move until both hearts are ready. This next chapter won't look like the last one. This time, you won't be overlooked. You won't be forgotten. You'll be chosen. Out loud. Michael says, breathe. Something sacred is lining up. Because what they're about to do next, it's going to shock even the people who think they know them best. Archangel Michael says, beloved, do not close this now. Not when everything is lining up. Not when the shift is already in motion. Because what they're about to do next isn't small. And it isn't safe. It's bold. It's vulnerable. And it's real. They don't want advice anymore. They're done asking friends what to do. Opinions don't matter now. All they want is you. The you they saw in that picture. The one who looked like a whisper from heaven. Like a prayer answered late, but still right on time. After everyone left, they stayed up way too late, scrolling through your pictures, reading old messages, pausing on your name like saying it out loud might pull you closer. They whispered it under their breath, almost like a secret prayer. And then they did something that surprised even them. They searched for places near you. Yeah, near you. Michael says they're not planning to just text. They want to show up. Because one question their friend asked shattered every wall they built. How did you let someone like that slip away? That question wrecked them. It was never that they didn't care. It was that they cared too much and didn't feel worthy. But your photo, your energy, reminded them of the truth. You were never too much. You were the blessing. And now they're scared you won't wait forever. So they're choosing courage this time. They're preparing to confess something they've kept buried for a long time. Something even their closest friends don't know. When you hear it, your heart might stop for a second, because suddenly everything will make sense. The distance, the silence, the watching from afar. Michael whispers, it was never rejection. It was fear. And fear is finally losing. The angels have been nudging this connection for months. And you opened this message at the exact moment they made their decision. That's not luck. That's alignment. There's a window now. Michael says it's short. Just a few days. Sacred timing. If your intuition tells you to reach out, don't ignore it. If your chest feels tight for no reason, trust it. If they've been showing up in your dreams, that's not random. They've been dreaming of you too. They saw you in white, standing in front of a door they'd never seen before. When they tried to walk toward it, they woke up. Michael says that wasn't imagination. It was a message. That door is opening now. But here's the truth. Both of you have to walk through it. They're not the same person anymore. Truth shook them awake, and truth doesn't whisper. It demands action. Their friends called you powerful, rare, once in a lifetime. And for the first time, they believed it. Now there's one question echoing in their heart. Do you still feel the same? Or did I wait too long? Breathe, because your answer matters. This isn't just a story. It's a turning point. They're not waiting for a sign anymore. They became the sign. Even the friend who once told them to let go looked them dead in the eye and said, "You'd be a fool to do nothing." And this time, the voice of God was louder than fear. They're coming, and they're not coming empty-handed. There's something they've been holding on to. A letter, a gift. Words they never had the courage to give you. And now it's time. Michael says they're praying for one thing, that you don't walk away before they get the chance to tell you everything. Don't be shocked if they show up suddenly. Don't be surprised by a call out of nowhere. If you feel nervous for no reason, that's your spirit recognizing theirs. This isn't just romance. It's destiny. A soul agreement finally being fulfilled. Because in the very next message, you'll hear the one truth they're terrified to say, but can't hold back anymore.